YouTube, it's Wednesday, sub up of the week. He's a live bearing fanatic. He's got a ton of time left in the fish keeping hobby. He's been doing it 7 years, but he's only 14. How did he get influenced? Let's check out his fish room. And don't be fooled by his calm demeanor. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Cue the intro.
Hello Jay, thank you so much for having me on Sub Up of the Week. I'm super excited to be on your channel, and I'm really looking forward to showing your viewers some of my tanks. So I got into fish keeping about 7 years ago. That's when I was 7 years old. Now I'm 14, and my dad actually got me into fish keeping. He bought me a 10-gallon, and thought I would enjoy it because he had fish back in the 70s, and I really got hooked on fish keeping. Right now, I've currently got 6 tanks inside, then I've got 3 ponds outside for breeding live bears in the summer. I really enjoy live bears and planted tanks, but I also keep catfish, loaches, bettas, tetras, and a bunch of other fish.
All right, buddy. 14? You've been in the hobby 7 years? That's pretty cool that your dad got you into it. So the next question's going to be, why Flynn's Fish Forum?
So why the name Flynn's Fish Forum? Flynn is my last name, and fish, I keep fish, and forum, I want my channel to really be a place for people to talk and discuss the hobby. That's my main goal, is really to grow the hobby and let people discuss the hobby and their experiences.
Smart Alec, I see. Clearly last name is Flynn, and I like the idea of developing a community through the name forum, where they can ask questions and things like that. I really do dig on that, dude. So question number 2. What was the first YouTube video you ever watched? Don't get fanboy on me.
I don't remember the exact video, but I know the first channel I was hooked on was definitely Aquarium Co-op. That's Corey over at Aquarium Co-op. I remember watching his live stream about 2 years ago at this point, and he really got me inspired to take YouTube seriously and also grow my fish room. That's when I really started growing my fish room. And yeah, now I'm really hooked on the hobby, and I really enjoy making YouTube videos.
I was a little fanboy, man, but I appreciate where you're coming from. A lot of people got started with Corey from Aquarium Co-op because of his abilities with his store, the abilities to reach further and do the things he's doing within the hobby. So I can appreciate that. Question number 3, dream tank, any size, what would you do with it, how big would it be, and what would you put in it?
My dream aquarium would be the biggest tank I could get my hands on, so 1,000 gallons or larger, and I'd wanted a Central American biotope, heavily planted and filled with live bears. I'd want some of these Liberty mollies in there. I'd also want some guppies and probably some platies, just any live bears, any rare live bears I could get my hands on. Those would be awesome, and that would be my dream aquarium.
1,000+ gallons with some live bears and stuff in there? That's pretty cool, Brendan. So here's the deal. The question that everyone gets asked, let's see those fish tanks, the fish room tour. Doesn't matter how big or how small, but let's see it!
So now moving on to the fish room tour of my very small fish room. First is a 29-gallon. That's probably my favorite tank. It's a live bear tank, dedicated only to live bears and some corridors catfish. We've got platies in here. So I think I might have a swordtail or 2 in here. Then I also want some guppies in here once these Liberty mollies are moved out because they can crossbreed. But my favorite fish in this tank are these Liberty mollies. They breed like crazy, and they're pretty rare live bear. Probably one of the only people in Canada that has them. And I just really enjoy them. They're super active and definitely a unique fish. Then I've got some fry in here. Liberty molly fry and also platy fry. Then for plants, I like my tanks planted. Got some of that plant up there. Then I've got some water sprite in the back. And definitely my favorite tank just because of the setup and how easy it is to maintain. Now this is a 24-gallon tank. I've got 11 black neon tetras in here and some shrimp. Right now it's pretty bare on the plants. I need to get some more this weekend. But I enjoy this tank. It's really relaxing to look at because the tetras are so calm. But not much going on in this tank. I hope to breed these shrimp. I think they might have already bred once. But definitely when I get more plants in here, I'll enjoy this tank more. Then moving down, we've got this quarantine tank. It's really boring right now. Then I've got this betta tank. Here's my betta. Oh, focus, focus. There we go. Then I've got some coolie loaches down there somewhere. Of course, they're hiding when they're on camera. They're hiding all the time, actually. I really enjoy this tank. Finally, I've got these two tanks. This is a 10-gallon, and I've got a 30-gallon rainbow fish tank up there, which isn't too exciting at the moment. Those are dwarf neon rainbow fish, by the way. But this tank is my second favorite tank, probably. It's just a platy, guppy, live bear breeding tank. I grow out Liberty Molly Fry in here, then I've also got the platies and guppies. I also really want to breed bristlenose plecos in here. But this tank is pretty easy to maintain, virtually no maintenance. I've got it pretty heavily planted, and I just really enjoy it. So that's a tour of my small little fish room. Thank you so much to Jay for having me on Sub Up of the Week. I really appreciate you featuring me on your channel. And now I guess it's time to feed some Northfin fish food. So thank you again, Jay.
Folks, I want to thank you so much for watching this Sub Up of the Week video. If you're interested in more, click the subscribe button, hit the bell, and get notified every Wednesday when these come out. We still post videos on Sunday and Friday. Sunday's video is more of an educational type tip, and Friday's is just going to be a mashup of either live video or something fun to put out. And Wednesday's going to be that hobby reach of Sub Up of the Week. Get you introduced to more fish keeping hobbyists that are on the YouTube channel, because we are riddled with it. We've got the vloggers that are like, "Oh, YouTube, look at me over here." And then we've got the guys that will sit in front of their tank like myself, or their tanks, and talk about some fish keeping wins and losses and how to educate folks on doing some great things. So whether you like vlogging, you like educational tips, or you just like watching people's aquariums, there's always something out there for you, and my job is to get you connected to it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, do something nice. Be a better person. Wake up with a smile on your face. Do something to impact your community. Stop wasting time, and be the person or the change you'd like to see in the world. You know what's next. Holla!